YouTube? It's Brian Proctor back again with another video, and this is another action pose position of the week. Video number, it's either 29 or 30, one of the two. So it'll jump up somewhere here or there or anywhere. So this is a jumping position. I decided to do a jumping position or a leaping position because in comics you're always going to be jumping or leaping or jumping over somebody or jumping down from something. So it's a good thing to have your jumping positions. And of course, this is the end of the video. This is the final product. So at the end of the video, I always do the beginning to show you what you guys are in for. So check it out and enjoy, subscribe, tell a friend, as I always say. Help me get more subscribers so I can be happier and do more videos. So here we go. Let's go get into it. All right, let's try to do this jumping position. Now, as I say in most of my videos, I forgot to say it in a couple of them, you want to give yourself some room to come out of your paper, shall we say. So there's a border that way if your drawing gets too big and your head comes up or your foot goes down, no big problem. Let me make that a little darker because there's a lot of light in here and sometimes this red does not come out well. So I'm going to do a quick sketch real quick. And then I'll go over why I did what I did. So remember, this is going to be a jumping position. And basically the secret of jumping positions is that you see the bottom of the foot. That is kind of like the big secret for doing that. Because if you're seeing the bottom of the foot, that means the person's above you. So, main secret. One part of the secret anyway. So I'll bring this other leg down. So this is going to come down. This is his crotch. The other leg is going to be coming down. Kind of like he ran and he's jumping across one building to the next. Draw that foot right like that, and then the hard part is how would your hands be? Now if you were running, you would have that running hand position. Let me use this real quick. So if you were running and you jump, you would have a position of that type of running. So you would have something like that unless you had like some knives or something in your hands and you threw your arms back, but it kind of throws off your positions. So that's why you have to do a lot of sketching just to see what part is right, or what's right, or what feels right, or what's wrong. And use a lot of lines. So let's just say the head is going to be about right there, or maybe tilt it up. So this is the center line, neck, shoulder, and let's just say the delta's here, delta's there. So this is the part where you say, I'll put my hands back or my arms back like I'm jumping across, like I'm jumping, he's jumping, like I'm running. Because in comics, you will have people jump, you have action positions, you'll have people jump, people run, people punch, so it's just good to good to what? I froze. I don't know. I was just thinking, I was looking at this and thinking, what can I change to make it a little more dramatic? I kind of forgot what I said. I need to rewind the tape. To have people something. I don't know. I lost it. As I said, I'm looking at this to try to make it a little more dramatic. I'm going to put the foot down some more. Okay, let me see what I was saying. You have people running, jumping, punching, blah, blah, blah. And no, it's gone. So I don't know. And so what I'm doing here is I'm bringing the chest, the knee up high, close to the chest. And the foot, instead of having it out, having it in more. You will see some part of the foot here. And then the bottom of your foot there. And the hard part for me was always basically where to place the arms and legs, because once you get the torso right, the rest is just where you're going to place it. Now I could place it up like this, and have the other one down like that. And this is more of like a, not a broad jump, or is it called a broad jump, where the athletes do over the sand pit, but I don't want that one. But just by changing your arms and legs position, you have a whole new drawing. And this red, I might stop using red and change colors, because this red is getting hard to erase. So let's just bring this leg back down like I originally had it. Bend this up a little bit more. Draw that foot like so. Now that hand is typically in your running position. But, and I'm still thinking, I went blank again, and I'm still thinking. So the waist is going to be right about here, and then you're going to have your torso there. Now if I put the delt here and an arm here, let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. I tell you what, let's put that in blue. Bringing like the arms back. So if this was the delt, and this was this part of the arm, and this was this part of the hand, with this one back, and this one coming out here, what would that look like? Wouldn't that be too shabby? Especially if he had like a couple knives. But for something like that, you probably want the knives down. Something like that. Hard to say. I don't know why this light is so bright. Hopefully it won't be like that in the final cut. So right now, let me while I think about this, let me cut to some examples. And as I said, usually just to be able to show the feet up, or the bottom of the foot. Let's just say, I don't know, I'm thinking here. Let's just say this is one leg. I just for namesake, like that. You have the other one like this. And then you can have this hand up, this one up. He's falling down. And this is basically because you had the feet, the bottom of the feet. So usually you won't have to do too much of this, especially if the leg is covering it. What is another position? What is another position? I was working on some earlier. Let's see what I was coming up with. I started this video earlier and then I stopped for whatever reason. And usually if you start out with just a torso, just a square, like so, they're going to represent the torso. And then you put your legs somewhere coming up. You have your buttocks here, leaving space for the man jump, as I like to say. So then you can put a foot somewhere and the other foot somewhere, and basically it'll be just drawing the same thing. So leaning that forward, just drawing the same thing. And like I say, it's hard for me to just draw a position without having a reason for that person to be in that position. So let's just do this. Let's say this leg is coming down, this leg is up, with this leg here like this. Would it be in or would it be out? Let's just put it out just to save argument. And there's another, like he's falling kind of thing. And I would bring this leg in a little bit. In. And let's just say, let's put the arms up and down. Arms up and back. So it would look something crazy like man junk. Other. Actually, he would be looking down. If he's coming down at you, he'd be looking down as he falls. And then either you can have the arms crazy like that or just high up. If it's a high fall, then you would have the arms up like so. So he's coming down with that one leg up. Another one would be, well, just like I said, basically legs up, legs up, legs up somehow. And the bottom of the foot. So in doing this, you need to remember your cylinders. You have to have your cylinders right. So if the crotch was here, the body was here, and I'm just doing something just to do it, I don't know what. And then say one like this. And then your arms back. This arm could be back as well. And to represent that he's coming down, bring that neck down into the chin, bring the chin down into the shoulders. So the shoulders would be just like that. It would be your delts. Your chin would be going into your shoulders. Like that. To show that he's looking down. He's coming down, so he's looking where he's going to land. So something like this would be something crazy like that. The buttocks, the leg. Curve it, give it a little curve. This is going to be your delt, and then your hand right here. Your chin into the shoulders. Like that. As long as you see that foot, that means he's pretty much coming down at you. All right, so this is a little insert that I'm throwing in. The video's already done. Focus! And so this is just something I forgot to mention when I was doing the video. One of the things that you have to do when drawing the position, I'll redraw the position. Usually I'll do a rectangle. Now, the way that you want to do that rectangle, or this rectangle would represent the torso. Like that, however the leg was, and the leg here. So the best thing to do is to draw that, especially any jumping position or coming down, is to draw that rectangle and then show the bottom of it like so. So that would represent, let's say, the chest here. And then you would have your other part of your body, but your hips, same way. And that way you'll know by seeing the bottom of it that it's an upshot. So from that, then you can actually just do a V here and put your legs here. So from there, you can throw your legs up and wave them in the air like you just don't care. And then you can do the foot, and you'll know already that because you did this, that there is a it's an up angle. Yeah, up angle. And I'm just doing some craziness because, as I say, it's just hard for me to draw a position, any position, without a reason why. Like he has to be jumping over fire or jumping out of a window, and then I'll be able to see that in my head, and I'll pick out the best angle for somebody jumping in through a window or over fire, and then I'll be able to draw it better. So yeah, but just by doing that angle, using this square, and as you see, I curved it off. It's easier to take a square and curve it off once you get everything else going, like you have your lats here, and then your hips or your buttocks, and then that, and then your legs, leaving some room, as I say, for the man junk, and then the other thigh, and you come up, and there's your chest, your abs, your arms. Yeah, so that's easily rounded off. So don't worry about squares, but as I say in all my videos, I don't say it at all, but I need to say it all, you need to work with your shapes, your squares, your circles. Well, how can you work with a circle and mess it up? Your squares, rectangles, and what's the other one? Triangles. But mainly, it's not too many triangles. So mainly your cylinders, especially since that's your arms and your legs. You're doing your cylinders. By practicing that, then you're on your way to doing better body positions. But mainly squares and rectangles. You need to practice those. Put those in so many different angles, and then you're good to go. So like, as I say, if this was a torso, the head would be here. There's your chin. He's looking up. He's not looking up. We're just at an up position. Center line, chest, the mountain for your delts, your abs. The chest will curve around. You have your deltoid, your arms come down like that, come down like so. You round this off because this is your lats. And then your love handles. And remember, everything is going to be rounded. So you've taken that square and you've turned it into a round body. Like so. So yeah, don't sweat that you can't turn something square into something round, because it's pretty simple to do. Just time and practice. That's all it is. And I'm not trying to do a tutorial on how to change something to something else, but I just want to show you guys how easy it is to do. But that's the key to drawing like upshots, is draw that square. This comes down, draw right, Brian, and then something, I just lost that again. And your neck, your chin, your head, the other hand back here. So yeah, it's just about drawing the angle. So yeah, just draw your boxes or your rectangles and make sure you see the bottom, and then you'll be on your way to having a better upshot. And then, you know, you can always angle it more, like make it narrower to give it that looking far away kind of thing. But the male body is shaped like that anyway, whereas the girls will be more hourglassy shape. So if I did this, you know, I'm looking up at the bottom of it, so you're good to go. So yeah, that's just my little insert that I forgot to throw in there. Just try to start out with doing the rectangle on the upper angle, and then that helps to draw that up shot looking down. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. So let's finish this. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the hands. Let's erase this just so I can get a better look. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby, but it's off. And this would be the hard part about drawing. For me anyway. Where would I place stuff? So the chest is going to go right here. The delt's going to go right here. A little more lat. Come down. Calf. Knee. Foot. And the angle depends on how much, will determine how much you see of this part of the foot. So this, the outside is round. Inside is going to have that little dip in it like this. Outside is round. Inside is going to come like that. And that's the, I don't know what that is. That's the right foot. The other side is going to be like the same way. In and then round. So yeah, right foot. And you can see some buttocks from there on around. So your head, shoulder, and let me make this a little bit longer. Calf is going to be up under this leg, so I'll bring it up like this. Take that foot off. Like that. And the hand, I'm pausing on that hand again. While I dance around it and work on the legs. All right, let's do this. Let's use this hand, the red one, this arm, and let's put that arm out and put that knife in his hand. This is comics, so you would want that. So this other one, I'm going to put it down below the delt and put a knife in his hand too. trying to see which is the best angle. Not too shabby. So I just have to do a hand for that knife. But if it's one good thing about drawing knives, if it has the guard, you really don't have to do too much hand. You do a little bit, enough to go around it, but depending on the size of the guard, you don't have to do too much to a knife or a hand when it has a knife or blade in it. I know that's a get over, but I'm trying to find the best exciting position. So you can see some finger and the thumb would go around here. So if I put, there goes my eraser running away. If I made this blade this way, the wrist, the hand is going to go around it, thumb, and as I say, that guard, I had the triangle here, that guard would be like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, like that. Should I reverse this? Or was it fine the other way? I'm forgetting that it is flat, so it's got to be flat there. So this is the bottom, this would be the top. Like that, with the guard blocking most of the hand. So now if I would have to do the muscles, this would come here, bicep, tricep, this is that muscle. That muscle, what is that muscle called, Brian? I don't know. That's rounded because he's leaning over. The collarbone, a little dip. The chest, this comes up. And then that little piece. Chest. Collarbone. The neck. Shoulder. That little V that's right there. That, so I did a head, chin is here, and I'm drawing with a pencil, and this is not even a drawing pencil, extra dark. Here, hip ribs. And then your legs. Ankle, heel, part of the foot. That's the other foot, which is going to cut right across here so you won't see it. Calf comes out of here. Ankle again, heel. And there's not much muscle you'd be drawing, maybe like in the legs, but usually you don't draw every muscle in the leg. As long as you get the shape right, you're good. So, something is dying on my table. I don't know what it is. And then let's just do this arm here. So I'm going to ink this in fast motion and see what I have. I mean, it's not much of a drawing because your leg takes up most of all the action, which is good. It's a get over, but it's good because you don't really have to draw so much. So the hip comes up there and connects. So I'm going to ink this and see what lines I need to keep and what lines I don't need to keep, and then just go from there. So let's go ahead and ink this thing. All right, there you have it, a jumping position. As you saw, I had him jumping over a little bit of fire, but to me, it just didn't look right. So I just left it as a jumping tutorial. So this is off a little bit, but yeah, we're concerned with the guy. So that's it for this short tutorial. So just remember, when you're jumping up, you're going to bring your legs up. That's just part of jumping up. And then the more of the bottom of the foot that you see, the more of an angle, shall we say, that you'll get from the position. What are you saying? I'm saying I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, keep drawing. Thanks for the comments, and I have reached my 6,000 plus subscribers. I'm happy, so we're going to 7,000 now. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.